So, what I'm about to say is, it's from the heart, you know. Haven't rehearsed this or anything, but I just want to share that tonight I'm feeling a lot of sadness, and I'm also feeling inspired. I'm feeling sad because I'm suffering. But it's not just me. There's so many people in this world that are suffering from chronic illness. Essentially, the world that we're living in these days is emotionally traumatizing. It's physically traumatizing. And just kind of on a deep level, just kind of like a separation from kind of our roots, community, being involved in being stewards of the land, of our food production. Everything is so individualistic, and I think that we've sort of very much lost touch with community and just empathy. I feel so out of place. Kind of like I have one foot kind of in the modern world and another foot, well, I don't know where to put my other foot, to be honest. I'm making these connections, more and more like-minded people I've been meeting, either other people who are dealing with chronic illness or other people who really want something different to build. It's so easy to talk about what's wrong with the world. It's harder to take personal responsibility and build that world you want to see, but I'm meeting those people. I know people who are starting to kind of grow food and actually just kind of creating regenerative, sustainable community with the focus on community. And so it's been great making those connections, but I still kind of feel like I'm floating, I'm recognizing that maybe there isn't a ready-made, platform for me to put my other foot on. Maybe that's something that I need to create. I don't want to say I want to say we. Because what I really dream of personally is some sort of physical place that people can come for healing. Some sort of planned community where people who are chronically ill can really recover, because so many of us, we're taking different supplements, we're trying to get well, we're essentially living in a toxic soup and trying to detox. It's sort of maybe not the greatest option to continue keeping one foot in the world that essentially made us sick, And I think it's time to really imagine something different. It saddens me greatly how many doctors there are who understand sort of the root of what is causing so many people to suffer, but they're first of all charging so much money that the people who need this care the most sensitive, the most, disabled by chronic illness are the people who can't afford it. They're the people who are on disability. And you got doctors that are charging like $500 an hour or what have you. Or, so many people don't have safe housing. So many people don't have, supportive people around them. They're living with a spouse or families who gaslight them. Like, that's not an environment to get well. And so I'm really envisioning, and not just for chemical sensitivity, but for people who are chronically ill and suffering, some sort of community where, people have to contribute something, some financial amount or some sort of work, but something that's actually attainable. Because I know when I was at my worst several years ago, I was just feeling so burnt out, so fatigued, so exhausted, like on a soul level. And I actually called the office of a doctor who's pretty well known in the functional medicine community, and I asked, look, I can't afford y'all. I'd like to see y'all. But what I really need you to tell me is there somewhere where I can just go? Where can I go? I need somewhere that I can recover. I can't have the stressors of everyday life, I need to just heal and really focus on healing and intensively. What they told me is that, look, so many people have called and asked about this. I'll be thinking of you, hang in there. But they said, I really don't know what to tell you. And I'm sorry, but that's not enough. That's not good enough. There are so many people that are suffering today. The most important thing is community. To be honest with you, I think that it's actually underrated how important that community is of like-minded people who understand we're tribal beings. We need a tribe. One of the biggest predictors of chronic illness is early childhood trauma, and just recently it's come out that it's actually just as harmful to be not seen or heard. You can call it being the black sheep, that's literally as harmful as physical or sexual abuse. And I think it's really easy to get re-traumatized, living in a society that's hostile to MCS, dealing with coworkers that are talking about you behind your back, dealing with family that's gaslighting you. That's why I think community is so important. It seems like, there's a weekend spiritual retreat or something, or like a full-on commune. It's like we need something in the middle where as a group people could focus on, detoxifying physically and emotionally. And I think that it could be a lasting, powerful experience to just have that connection. And so I hope to be part of making this vision a reality one day. And I'd love to hear what people have to say about that. And I think with that, I'm going to sign off, get to sleep. Thank you for watching, listening. Love you all. Have a great night. Bye.